इतना सफर है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Franchise India, the brand which was established in 1999, helping all the international and national brands for their franchise expansion through our 70 plus offices. And we have helped and assisted numerous investors in getting the right business from us. With great hope that everybody is safe and, and sound, we welcome each one of you to 194th edition of this series. We welcome management team of Franchise India. During the course of the session, Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am would be sharing their thought process, their word of caution with each one of us. The brand which we are presenting you today is Box, the brand which represents the smart, sensible oxygen generator. And it's our privilege to welcome Anand Krishnan sir, who has joined us today to digitally present his brand. The brand is known for utilization of NASA technology. They have grabbed some global certifications and they have some key certifications also. Thank you so much, Anand sir, for joining in today to present your brand. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the introduction. So I'd like to start with how we are going to have, how we came up with our box. Okay, so I wanted to make a presentation on how we started with our box. So just a moment, I'll just start sharing the screen.
Sure, sir. We are with you.
Let me know if you're able to see the screen.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So firstly, I welcome all. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to present our product. And we are more than happy to bring people on board with such an innovative product. And the name of the brand is called Arbox. How this was coined is urban and oxygen put together. So from urban, you get the URB and oxygen is OX. So that's how we coined Arbox. So we have come a long way with our box, and this is a technology not many people have got hands on to, and it is quite interesting to work on the technology. And we are very proud to say we are one of the first of its kind on the globe. We the idea came in as a spark with a group of women entrepreneurs who came together to form an innovation and a technology company called as JLSR Wellness Private Limited. And with a futuristic product in vision, they created Arbox. So Arbox is registered under Startup India, Make in India program, Invest India, and a few other state-wise boards. So what is Arbox? Arbox is what we call as Arbox. Our product is Arbox Smart Sensible Oxygen Generator. What does this really mean? This means that it was an idea to create fresh and pure oxygen for indoors, for people to breathe healthy and live healthy. In today's world, what is happening is the pollution levels are increasing day to day. And this is not going to stop. It is going to increase over a period of time. And with this in mind, the futuristic and enthusiastic visionary women put together a robust team and conducted lots of research and experiments. And with dedicated hard work, they innovated this product, which was a smart product with a cutting edge and breakthrough technology. So on the way, we were able to create a world-class kind of a quality product. Why I would say this is we have not taken China into the equation at all. So this is a completely make in India product, made in India with world-class sensors from Europe. So what I will be explaining today is like, what is the concept of a box, why it is needed, the key application areas, the winning strategies, the franchisee proposal, the rules and obligations, the key support functions, financial dynamics, and the ideal partner profile that we are looking to partner with, and how to join the plan. So as I mentioned, this is an eco-friendly product, which we for which we have got approvals from Europe. And these approvals include a CE approval, then ROHS compliance, which means restriction of a hazardous substance directive. This is an European directive 2002/95 EC. And we have complied with this, that we are using eco-friendly products. And why we would say this is a completely eco-friendly product is that it is not using any raw materials except free atmospheric air. We have worked very hard on the design, and we have made sure the design complies with the product on a high-end kind of luxury product. So we have our teams based out in Coimbatore, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and we are developing our teams all across the country. So Arbox, as I mentioned earlier, Arbox is a brand name promoted by JLSR Group. So as I mentioned, we have used different kinds of sensors. So the Arbox sensors are, most of the sensors are brought over from or purchased or like procured from Switzerland, Poland, Germany, and UK. So this the sensors comply with the European directives, which means to say we got a CE approval and an ROHS approval based on this. And it is a completely make in India product. We have manufactured this product right from the scratch in India. So we have also partnered up with a lot of global companies across the world with the technology development. So we are doing intensive R&D to provide, improvise the product with exceptional stability and accuracy. So which is why we call it as brilliant in every sense. And this is one of the first of its kind of a product in the globe for which we have filed a patent, which is pending, is with an AQI, air quality monitor, with an oxygen sensor in it. So which means to say this gives a real-time output of the sensor values or your air quality on your mobile app and keeps you informed all the time. So what it does is fresh oxygen. So it generates fresh oxygen. I will skip up across to another slide. So this is how it works. It consists of an outdoor unit, an indoor air quality monitor, and an air dispenser. See, the outdoor unit is placed outside like an AC compressor. transparent AC, like transparent 8 tubes, which are like almost not visible, are connected from the outdoor unit to the air dispensers in the room. So this is all concealed within this thing. So there is no tubes or anything hanging out. So this is all done very professionally. So the indoor unit is installed in your room with a comfortable viewing angle. It's got a display where it displays your air quality parameters, and constantly keeps a check on the oxygen levels in your room. So the outdoor unit is connected to the air dispensers in your room, and the indoor air quality monitor, or AQI, what we call, is placed inside your room at a viewing angle where you can view the controls. So what happens here is from the free atmospheric air, the outdoor unit absorbs atmospheric air, creates fresh and pure oxygen. The oxygen is concentrated, and then it is sent across to the room. So the oxygen is dispersed in the room through the air dispensers. And what the indoor unit does is, you may have a question is like, if it continuously is going to release oxygen, is it going to be harmful for me? No, not at all. So what happens here is we have optimized the indoor unit to cut off when it reaches a level of 25 percentage. So the atmospheric air contains 79% different gases and 21% of oxygen. So we need around 21 to 25% of oxygen. So when the oxygen levels in the room get optimized, the indoor unit sends a signal to the outdoor unit, which is why we call it smart. So it automatically shuts off the outdoor unit when the oxygen level in the rooms reach to the optimum levels. So this is a constant reaction, and this unit is manufactured in such a way that you can run this 24/7, 365 days, and there is no whatsoever intervention required. So this is a why we believe it is a necessity is because when you are in an enclosed room, for example, Delhi, you are always most of the time using your air conditioner or your air purifier inside the room. This What happens when you are have a room kept closed for a long time is there is depletion of oxygen levels, which means that you are trying to consume the oxygen, and the carbon dioxide is increased. So where is the oxygen for you to breathe? So eventually what happens is the oxygen level from 21% gets depleted. In some of the places we have observed, it comes up till 16%. According to the WHO standards, even 0.1% decrease of oxygen in, 1% decrease in of oxygen in the room can cause different kinds of ailments to the human body. So this is where the concept comes in. When you're in a room, it helps you increase the oxygen levels at an optimum level, and it gives you benefit of what are the best things that you may achieve with the optimum oxygen levels. So here I'm just sharing you the benefits of an oxygen generator. It creates a healthy environment by reducing stress, and it gives you, when oxygen is at the optimum levels, it increases your performance and the energy levels. And it also aids in the recovery of post isolated or post operative care patients. And when oxygen is at your optimum level, it is proven that it improves your sleep. So when you're in a closed room and you're sleeping throughout the night as a couple, or so what happens is there is depletion of oxygen levels. So when adequate levels of oxygen is the optimum level of oxygen is available for you, it helps you in various ways. It increases this oxygen at optimum levels, increases alertness in various ways. So one of the alertness that we see as a benefit, which can benefit the students, are like alertness in classroom environments. So when you're in a crowded place, say with 100 square feet of space or 200 square feet of space, you have around 20 people inside in an enclosed AC air conditioned room. So what happens is there is a very fast and a quick depletion of the oxygen levels. And we advise this very much for crowded places. And it increases your stamina and enhances your performance in indoor gyms. This is a target. What we say is like when you get the optimum levels of oxygen, your stamina automatically increases. This is a clinically proven theory, a fact, and it enhances the performance. So in places like theaters and operation OTs and clinics, when the air quality is of much of a concern, it also increases the air quality in the theaters and operation theaters and clinics. Followed by all the other things like reducing stress, performance, increases performance levels, increases stamina. So you could understand in an OT, when it is an enclosed room where the air quality is constantly being managed and there is optimum levels of oxygen, it is absolutely beneficial both for the patient as well as the doctor. So one of the main important things that we which is very interesting, is that it increases your metabolism and also increases your immunity. So when your immunity increases, then everything else follows through, where you have a healthy body. So what we have is Urbox smart sensible oxygen generator is enabled with artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, so this, based on the area required or the room size required, we have designed different models. So we have three Urbox products. One is the Urbox Eco. This is this is for it can be installed in a room size up till 300 square feet with an oxygen flow of 10 liters per minute, and it gives the oxygen purity levels is around 85 to 95%. And the electrical requirement, as you see, is the Indian standard of electrical requirement, which is 220 volts. The power consumption is 600 watts. This is almost two-thirds the consumption of your iron box. And this we have made sure that we have used a sleek design and also superior technology to make it very quiet. And the sound levels are like literally you hear nothing at all. The outdoor unit weighs around 39 kilos, which is placed outside just like an AC compressor in the balcony or on the terrace or wherever they have the space to get it installed. So the transparent tubes can be pulled up across to the room from there, from the outdoor unit to the air dispensers. So our biggest selling product is a premium model. We have had quite a lot of inquiries and installations with this model, especially in Delhi and Bombay, mostly concentrated on Delhi. So this premium model is usually installed in a room size up to 600 to 800 square feet, or can be split between two rooms. So if there are rooms between 300 square feet and 300 square feet, this can be split into the two rooms, where total room size comes across to 600 square feet. So again, the rate of flow for this is a higher rate of flow, which is like 20 liters per minute, which is like quite a lot. And the percentage, again, we still maintain the purity levels at 85 to 95%. The electrical requirement is the same, and the power consumption is 1200 watts. And the sound levels are the same as the Eco model, and the weight is 67 kilos. And so this is as you see, we have designed it in a sleek design. The premium model gives you 20 liters of oxygen per minute. And with this, what happens is, like, it is not so bulky, like as you look at. Anything to do with oxygen is very important, and to keep it generating that purity of oxygen for a longer period of time without any intervention is quite too impossible. But we have achieved this with a lot of R&D and intense research into it. So our machine can be run 365 days, 24/7, without any intervention at all. And there are no sound levels with this. So we have designed this product for a long-term stability, as I mentioned again and again. So it is ultra slim. The ones you have installed as an indoor unit in your room and air dispensers, we have focused very much on the design, and the design part is absolutely stunning. So we have also filed for the design patents, which are still pending, and which will be approved eventually in due course of time. And the sensors get tested, rigorously tested in our factory for superior accuracy in the sensing. What do you mean by superior accuracy is that most of these sensors that are there in the market in India today, very confidently we can say this comes from China. So these two, first thing is that these do not last very long, and second thing is the accuracy. So accuracy in air quality is very important because the point levels or 1 to 2% also matters a lot. So we test these machines rigorously at our factory, and we to get the superior accuracy and the quality that is required. We are a high quality, we use a high quality medical grade ROHS compliant oxygen sensor for the oxygen sensing in the room. And we use the first, what do you call as a mass market MCerts. MCerts is a certification from the UK, and we are certified with the MCerts lab, which means it is being, our sensor has been tested and approved by the MCerts lab, which means monitoring certification scheme for equipment. So we have our sensor is certified to these for the particulate matter, particulate PM sensors. So and the CMOS sensor is for, it measures carbon dioxide, and the other sensor that we have is temperature, humidity, and pressure. So the indoor unit, what it does is it has different parameters. The first parameter that we look at is the oxygen, carbon dioxide, then PM. PM is a particulate matter. The dust, what you see inside your room is called the PM, which is measured in two different parameters, which is 2.5 microns and 10 microns. And 2.5 microns, the challenge here is that giving a superior accuracy with this is quite challenging. So we have made sure that this has been tested in the UK lab so that we get the accurate readings of the PM. This thing, PM is PM is the dust that is there in your room. So PM is measured in 2.5 and 10 by our sensors, and we use carbon dioxide and then temperature, humidity, and pressure. So these are the parameters that our unit indoor unit measures. I repeat again, it's oxygen, carbon dioxide, temperature, humidity, PM levels, PM 2.5 and PM 10. So again here, PM 10 and PM 2.5, these are the micron levels which are measured. There's dust in your room. So this again talks about all the sensors. These are the product features. So we have also, for temperature and humidity, we have used a German technology which has precision levels. And to get these precision levels, it's quite tough, and we were able to achieve it with accuracy and superior accuracy. So this is a Make in India product. Through years, we have done the R&D for the state of art, and we made sure that there is this product is completely made in India, which means to say that this is we have no China in the equation, and we built a product which can last long and which can have a long-term stability and accuracy. So we tirelessly work to develop partnerships for this new product, and we have developed global partnerships. And we have taken humongous efforts to make sure that these sensors and the components that we've used to build this product in India is of world-class quality. And absolutely, we are very proud about this. So far, you guys have any questions about the product?
Anaji, we'll take the questions at the end of our presentation. So you can continue with the presentation, and we'll take it up once we are concluding on the entire business model.
Okay, sure. So what happens with this product is, like, we have built it to last. So with the product built to last, which means like we have to focus very much on the service to the customers whom we are going across. So what do we mean by service? Is like, once a product is installed, it is not that we are dusting off our hands to say like, yeah, you are done with this and we are done with this, we've got our money and we're going to do. So how we are focusing this business is to be like, we have to have a long-term support with the device. because this is a new device which is not there in the market. Absolutely, we are there. You got to the people who the support is required. So we would support the entire team with all the knowledge and experience and research and development experience we have. So because it's a new product, initially there may be a few questions arising from the customers, and we are here to help them out with all the queries that they have, so that they successfully use the product. So a product is not fully successful when you are not able to help the customer understand what the product is all about. So we would we would provide support through the through our channels, wherein you are able to explain about the product and understand more about the product. So why do we need Urbox? So this is like, what is your product? Why you want this product, and why you want to have oxygen in your room? Like, I have an air purifier, I have an air conditioner. I'm not opening my windows at all. I'm using an air conditioner, so I'm still safe. So what happens is the pollution levels, sadly, in India is increasing at an alarming level. And as per the research, it says that out of 30 cities, 21 cities are there from India. This is a global thing that I'm talking about. So EPI score is the Environmental Performance Index. So India is doing very poorly in maintaining the levels of the environment across the country. So air pollution is increasing day to day. There are harmful substances released, and harmful biological molecules are introduced into the Earth's atmosphere. So this is not only become a public health, and it is eventually going to become an economic crisis as well. Because if people are not healthy, they are not performing well, and they're not contributing across to the economy at all. So what also says, the stat says that is that there are increasing numbers of people who are dying premature every year with the increasing pollution levels. If you can think about the past, say about 20, 30 years, the life expectancy of a man was much higher compared to what it is today. So today, wherever we see, most of the things are getting polluted. And one of the main important things that we need is oxygen. Oxygen is necessary for us to breathe and live. And this is also decreasing with a lot of pollution across. And 90% of our oxygen comes from the oceans, and we are killing our oceans. And I strongly believe moving forward that the oxygen levels may get depleted over a time, and because we are not even planting the trees. So what is the next level of thing that we have to look at? This is what we looked at, and this is how we came up with this idea of Urbox. So India ranks third in the world's index for the most polluted countries, and very soon we are going to be the first, with more industries and more pollution coming across. I think we are going into we are going to become the first most polluted country in the world. So as of now, we are on third. Compared to the size of Pakistan and Bangladesh, with our percentage, we still stand first. Compared to the number of people who are getting affected with this, and our population and pollution is increasing day to day. Long-term exposure of the polluted air can have permanent health effects, which is like accelerating the aging of lungs, loss of the lung capacity and decreased lung function, decrease of the immunity, development of diseases such as asthma, bronchitis, possibly cancer also. So as I mentioned, because of this, there is a shortened lifespan. I think we have to act very quickly. This may be, at this point of time, this may be a luxury product. I can give you an example. When there was bottled water and the cell phone which came into the market, it was a luxury. And as you may imagine, today it is a necessity. Well, you can live without food and water for a few days, but not without oxygen. One moment, I'm just. So these are the deaths that are requiring globally. So in India, we see like 195. This is from the Forbes from 2018. This has exponentially increased at the most recent figures, maybe somewhere between close to 300. And this is why we have not put that those figures, or that they are not published and confirmed by various this thing. But as per the government of India, the more than 300 to 350 deaths have occurred. So these 195, what we mean is that these death occurs per 100,000 people. In 1 lakh people, about 300 people are dying because of air pollution. This is a fact, reported fact, but unreported fact, we still don't know. It may be much higher as well. But what you can also see that because of the pollution and the decreased metabolism and immunity, there are a lot of diseases and cancers occurring through. So this is a kind of a product which supports air circulation within closed room with oxygen generation at optimum levels. So what happens when the oxygen levels are very high outside? What happens is most of them spend our lives indoors. And with Corona, I think more than 90% of the times we are spending indoors. And what happens when you're staying indoors in the closed environment? I already told you that you're depleting your oxygen levels, you're increasing a lot of other things. But for you to combat the other increase in the other harmful particles, you need your immune system to be in a full-fledged immunity power. So for this, oxygen, when it is at optimum levels, your metabolism rate increases and your immunity also increases, obviously. So how it works, I mentioned to you earlier, it captures the atmospheric air. There is a process of filtration and fresh oxygen is generated. This is supplied to the room through the air dispensers. So we coined this is like transforming indoor urban environments. So some may say like, oh, I am going away to my village and I'm going to have good this thing. As a matter of fact, villages are equally affected the way urban cities are, but urban cities are more polluted and the exposure levels are quite high. So which is why we say like Urbox Smart Sensible Oxygen Generator is a blessing for indoors, a blessing of health for indoor urban spaces, be it your home, office, gymnasium, or any place that you can imagine. So this, as I mentioned, is going to start as a luxury for the HNIs now, but eventually we strongly believe that this is going to become a necessity. So what is the India opportunity is that Urbox provides solutions for both the residential and the commercial buildings. And so it is a natural and eco-friendly product and a hassle-free installation process. The installation process will be done by Urbox India. Is very user friendly. We have created a mobile app which can give you all the levels and the parameters on a mobile app, and the installation part is quite easy, and it is very easy to. We have made sure that the user interface or the user design is much simpler rather than having too many things to look at. So we have made sure that it is user friendly and very easy to control and operate. So the different models I mentioned are like eco and premium. One other model which I did not mention to you about is the booster. The booster is a combination of eco and premium, which can be installed for larger spaces, corporate spaces, malls, gyms. So spaces which are more than 800 square feet, we advise to go for the booster. Booster is also one of the highly selling models from us. So as you mentioned, is like if you run there is a question always saying like, if I run this product for a long time, am I going to have a higher energy bills or electricity bill? I can say that you can almost run it continuously 24/7, 365 days. This I have been mentioning from the beginning, and still you don't spend much on the electricity, and looking at what benefit you get about this compared to the low energy consumption, I think it may be a definitive product in every home. because there is no point you have a product which is like doing wonderfully well, giving you oxygen 24/7, but your bills start shooting 2,000, 3,000 rupees extra from what you're already getting. No, it doesn't happen in our case. So we have made sure that the electrical consumption is low, energy consumption is low with low noise, and you can almost run it continuously. So running it for a long time doesn't have any effect. We have tested this product rigorously, as I mentioned earlier, and you can run it for a very, very long time with no effect in the product life at all. So we have a warranty that is comes with the Abox India of 18 months of warranty. Post the warranty, the customer can purchase an extended warranty or an AMC, what we call as. That is truly based on the customer point of view. So potentially where you can use this, as I have already given you the idea, it can be used in a hotel. We have received orders for a 5-star hotel in the north, and we are very soon going to start installation for about 85 rooms. So this is a 5-star hotel where a lot of the celebrities and the political people visit very frequently, and it can be installed in at restaurants, or in hospitality industry. It can be the boosters can be installed at the movie theater, where people are spending a considerable amount of time, like 2 to 3 hours, in a closed pack environment where there are a lot of people sitting around. Maybe with the corona things have changed, but before the corona they were all sitting very closely packed in an enclosed, in a closed room or a closed auditorium, where the oxygen is getting consumed very quickly. So we also see that this is a potential where it can be used for salons. So most of the salons today have an air conditioner, but do they have the oxygen in it? We can absolutely say, like, when the customer comes there, it also gives an enriched environment, oxy-rich environment, to make them feel better and feel energetic. So salons, why? Because people come there to get changed or have a different look. So with the confidence and the energy, they're going to have an enriched experience. And showrooms can also have a retail, luxury showrooms can also have this installed in there, where there is optimum level of oxygen. The customer is also alert, and he or she knows what he really wants. So retail customer is a potential, mostly as of now, like more of home orders are going through, because Delhi is going through a very high level of pollutions. We are also looking at personal applications. The personal applications include using it in your room, or in your office, or in your private space, or in your private gym. So these are the different this things. So we have got a lot of orders as of now for people who want to install it at their home gym, because they themselves call us to say, like, sir, I know that I have monitored it. When I'm doing my workout, my oxygen level comes down, and I've tried it, and we want this oxygen generator. So we have gone through to install this to home gyms as well. So what is the winning strategy? What is required of this is that we are looking at what is that is required is we're looking at a network of retail stores across India. So one moment. So what is the average size of the stores? Is that we are looking to have an average store size of around 400 square feet. For this is where we are trying to showcase the product and have an experience center where the customer can come in, sit down, and experience what the product is all about. So based on this, we have put together our financials to understand how the franchisee can work through. So we will expect an annual revenue. Sorry, one moment. Are you able to see the screen?
No, Anji, I think you need to place it. It has been removed.
Just a moment. I'm just trying to see. Sorry about this. Yeah, I got it. You're able to see now?
Yeah.
So we have put across this the franchising kind of an idea and a plan to see what is required. So when we wanted to go across, why we wanted to go across franchisee is that we are getting increasing number of orders all across. And as a business idea, we wanted to focus more on the manufacturing part, and we wanted to have business partners or franchisees across to focus on the business side of it. So then we got to know that franchisee model may give us more mileage into how we are expanding across the country, where a product which is absolutely necessary kind of a product for every household can be marketed across in those particular areas and states. So we came up with this idea of we are going into the franchisee model, and we have put together the financials to see what is required. So an outlet size of 400 square feet is what we are looking at for the experience centers for the customers. So we have also put through, the annual rent ranging between 18 to 20 lakhs for our target locations. So premium residential markets, top malls, corporate hubs. So what we will be also helping out with the franchisee is the training across the sales manager who will be able to reach out to the B2B corporate clientele. So whoever the franchisee is going to take over in that area, so they can deal with the corporate orders as well. So overall, we would expect an average unit to do around franchisee unit to do around 400 to 450 products per year with an annual turnover of INR 10 crores. And the eco model comes with so at the premium model comes at 2.45 lakhs per product. So there is a growing demand in the market, and we are experiencing a high demand in Delhi and Bombay and other north-based this thing. We are focusing more on the more polluted cities where we can give the product quite easily. So we are planning to have around 100 potential stores in top 50 cities. Is an immediate market. So we are looking to focus more now in Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, Ghaziabad, Faridabad, and Jaipur. So more focus, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be much on the Delhi NCR, which is the phase one of our franchisee approach. So why we are going there is this is an opportunity that we see because the pollution levels are high. And I need to make a point here. This is not seasonal product where you can say like, oh, abhi now we don't have Punjab burning their debris, and we are not going to have pollution. Delhi is going to have more and more of pollution day to day, and this is going to increase, and this is never going to decrease. Pollution is going to be throughout. And as per the stats from the Pollution Control Board of India, Delhi has never come down with the pollution at all. It may be lesser. Lesser means it's still in the dangerous levels where it is hazardous to breathe. And during the time where there is burning of this stubble, what happens is it increases. And I don't know how many of you know, it increased to 900 this time, which is like it can also cost death. So this is not a seasonal product. This is a product which comes with over the year this can be used, and this is not a seasonal product. This I wanted to mention across. So coming back to this, we are focusing on the north, on our first phase: Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, Ghaziabad, Faridabad, and Jaipur. So we are looking at 7 to 10 stores across these areas, including of Jaipur. So why we have chosen only a fewer of them is, why we have not gone on a rampage is that we want to have a business model which is more friendly to the franchisee, where they are able to get the investment back through quite easily. And we want to have them as the experts for our Box India, where they're able to sell the product more efficiently, and we have a long-term support and standing kind of a policy where we communicate to the franchisee once we have signed the agreement about how they can do it, what they can do, what are the pros and cons, the technology part of it. So we have a complete support team to support the franchisee, whoever is going to get the franchisee agreement signed. So this is a franchisee proposal. This is going to be a franchisee owned and a franchisee operated, which means to say that they are going to completely operate this and they are going to completely own this. I will put you across the different plans, future. I mean, like these are the financial proposal. What I meant to say. So we have put together all the parameters that are required. So we are looking at the initial stocks. The initial stocks we are looking to have around 43 lakhs. Then interiors about 10 lakhs. The security deposit. The security deposit is a non. I mean, like is a refundable deposit that we have. It is of 25 lakhs, and we have the security deposit. Why we need this security deposit is because it's equivalent to 10 premium units. It allows Arbox to maintain a supply without upfront payments, and it is refundable and interest free. So we have the security deposit because when you're placing an order, if you are caught up with something, then we still send you the machine, keeping this in mind. And we have a franchisee fee which of 10 lakhs. The franchisee fee is non-refundable, and this is to help you out with all the support and this thing, the guidance required. So the pre-opening cost, we have put it as 1,50,000. So overall the project cost, we have also, what we have put is like your property deposits, renting up the 400 square feet outlet space. And we have also calculated the working capital for 3 months, which is 9,75,000. Overall, the project cost investment, what we are looking at is 1 crore, 8,25,000. So what we are doing here with the gross margins on the right hand side, we have something here called as the gross margins. So what happens with the gross margins is that we have also tried to put across how much, one moment. Yeah, here the gross margins. So we have put across a spreadsheet of the financials to understand that how many units you are going to sell every month for the first year. So this is almost very minimal numbers that we have given, around 10 units, 12 units. So it goes on increasing. So with the first year, what we are trying to do is that we have a percentage matrix that we have for the units that you sell. So for 15 units, we are giving 5% of the product value. Then we are for 25 units, it's around 10%. And for 40 units, it's around 15%. So what we mean by this is the number of units you sell. 15 units you sell, you have around 15%, 5%, 25 units, 10%, and 40 units is 15%. This is the franchisee commission, what they're going to get, the percentage of this thing they're going to get. What for the first year, what we have tried to do is that we have tried to make this flat to 15%. So regardless of how many ever number of units you sell, you will still get 15% on the first year. So followed by the different kinds of this thing, the numbers which I mentioned across, this can be shared across to you later as well for you to analyze the financials, or you can have a discussion with FranCorp for you to get further more explanation of this. So what we anticipate is that if you are selling around 350 units in the first year, so your ROI is around 55.1%. So on the second year, if you're selling 440 units, your ROI is around 96%. And this we have calculated with the lowest of the numbers. And as the units increase and with the bulk corporate order, you are way ahead of the game. And what we have done is like all the corporate clientele, that area franchisee gets to get the handle the what do you call they get the orders for that. So I'll just quickly go through this thing. So who are the ideal partners for us? This is what we have been discussing across. So so direct single unit partners. So we give this right or this territory rights to that particular person. Yeah. So we are giving these kind of Are we able to go across for the questionnaire, or shall I complete it completely?
You can complete this, Anandji, and then we go ahead. I assume this is one of the last slides that we're going through. And then
Yeah. It's not much of it. It's just one of the last slides.
Sure.
So who are the partners we are looking at? We have been very, I mean, like we have overwhelming kind of or what do you call as inquiries to have this franchisee from different kinds of people. So we are going to choose across the franchisee, and we're going to train them. We're going to build them across with the same interest, that this is a long-term kind of a plan for the a long-term kind of a product which can sell from a luxury to a necessity product. As you see, there is the total investment is of INR 1 crore. We are developing this experience center development. And then operational efficiency, we will be supporting you with the store's operations management, territory development, and local marketing. Local marketing, we can give ideas, but if the franchisee has their own idea, they can absolutely feel free to go ahead. So we will be working very closely together to discuss the local marketing strategies. But again, as the franchisee may have a local marketing knowledge, they can still go ahead with what they have. They can liaise with purchase teams at large corporate teams, and they can take over the corporate orders. So they will be having retail customer interaction. We will be training them across as to how the customer interaction takes place with the technology and with the use of the product. So preferable skill sets, we are looking at a financially stable investor, experience probably with the retail business, but still we will be able to help them out if they are extremely interested to get the franchisee for this product. And but people who have a good network with the HNIs, premium customer segment, and people who have knowledge with the customer interaction, and we will definitely help you with the product knowledge. So the other parts are like self-explanatory. If you still have if you have an existing retailer or like a dealership or like a retailer kind of a business that is complement, I mean, like it adds on to your existing business. So new investors with experience in retail. So other support function, as I mentioned earlier, product development, training, marketing, access to B2B and existing and evolving clientele network. We will also help you with the clientele network with our networks, what we have. We are not going to say like, okay, a franchisee does everything. No, we are constantly in support with all you guys, and we will be helping you out with all the questions that may arise. And all the events and conferences, we will make you a part of it, where you will also be able to participate in it. So this is how to join. We will discuss this, all the potential of the people who got interested with the product can always reach out to FranCorp, and they will give you more idea and the financials expectations, ROI expectations. So this is the end of our box, and now we can come to the questionnaire section.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anandjan. I would say congratulations on the great product that you have innovated. And also your tone resonates, your passion and the confidence you have in your innovation. And also comparatively, I would say this is a very unconventional franchise opportunity, and it did require the kind of explanation and education that you have done in the last 1 hour. And perhaps I'll just add on that clean technology is something which is the need of the hour. This is something everybody would agree, and not only important for the environmental sustainability, but the biggest healthcare concern which we are all witnessing in these times, including the chronic conditions like asthma and many other which you mentioned, including elderly people at our homes with low immunity, children, and also clubbed with the biggest crisis of the century, I would say, is depletion of natural resources, which are very hard to build. And that has fueled the awareness and also the growth of this segment, and also a product like this. And a lot of governments also across the country have taken initiatives to buy oxygen generators. Recently, Karnataka government also allocated about 82 odd crores to buy oxygen for all the COVID-19 hospitals. So from the opportunity point of view, and also from the awareness point of view, we understand, this is a big potential. And quickly, Anandji, I'll come on the questions because I see a series of questions which are coming from our audience.
Sonia ji, I would like to add something. So the cost of the product may be on the higher. People may think like, oh, it is not affordable now because it's so
Right.
much and so big. But think about this: an oxygen a concentrator. So there is a difference between a concentrator and a generator, right? So a concentrator is something which does only 5 lpm. Our basic model does, our box basic model does 10 lpm and continuously. So the ones that are available in the market, you cannot run them for more than 3 hours and the purity level drops. And this today, because of the corona, is selling between 80,000 to 1.4 lakh. So compared to a continuous generation of oxygen for your indoors, for a healthy lifestyle, it is worth the investment. This is how we have to pitch across to the customers. Rather than the pitch, I would say this is the fact, right? The government also, we have a lot of government agencies reached out to us to say to partner across with them. And we wanted to keep this product aside because when we go on to the government side, we don't know how the quality is going to sustain. Right. So we didn't want to go to the sector. We wanted to identify franchising a model where people are able to sell it directly to the, I mean, like the retailers are able to directly sell the product to the customers.
Correct.
Okay, so even if it goes to the government is going to bring it back to the people, right? So there is an added cost. So we on our box is like, we have a very simple motto. First thing is give a quality product. Second thing, long lasting product. Keep your promises open, which means to say like our product has got 18-month warranty, means that it runs for 18-month warranty without any intervention on it. So the basic thing that may require is every 3 months or every 5 months, depending on which area they're going to install. The basic thing is like cleaning and changing of the filters. So when the air gets sucked in, so the air passage gets clogged because of the dust in it. So we are still developing products in the pipeline where there is a self-cleaning concept as well. So that intervention can also come down. But we are making this as a franchisee business where there are other earnings as well. So compared to the amount of oxygen that is being generated for your room, the cost of the product, I would say, is absolutely reasonable. And we are the first of its kind in the world.
Mm-hmm. And while I did even read, and you saying you're the first, but do you see any kind of entry barriers for somebody else to get into a business or a product like this? And what is the entry barrier? Because a lot of companies which are innovating, working on clean technology, what would be the problem or the entry barrier for these companies to get into something like what you're doing?
That is a very good question, I would say. So what has happened is that we have done intense R&D for the development of this product. Every single spec of a product comes from India. The sensors, what I kept on mentioning, is from Europe. This is our strategy, is that even if there is another powerful company coming across, we still have a strong background to justify our product, which is an MCerts UK lab-based certification, and ROHS compliant, and European CE directive, like a CE approval, and ISO approvals, ISO 9001 and 14001. So we still are able to give a quality product, and we always have the leverage that we are the first of its kind in India.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is a completely smart device, regardless of what others have come across. I don't know what is there in the market, but as per our research, we don't have any other products in the market similar to what ours is. But this is a completely smart product. So the machine communicates to each other. So for example, corporate, this thing, we have invested so much of time, energy, and research into it that this can actually be controlled through a satellite. So there are a group of machines. For corporate, you need many machines. So these machines communicate amongst themselves. So there is a lot of technology going behind this, and for people to come across overtaking our technology makes it take some time. And the second thing is we are the early birds, are the first of its kind in India already. So you would have gone past that mileage to give why I mentioned that we have to give the utmost customers satisfaction and customer service, is that we want to make a difference from what others are offering. I don't know how you others have experienced, even with the best of company like Tata Sky, where the customer service is horribly wrong, they're losing customers. So I was on call with Tata Vistara's CEO because their customer experience is pathetic. All their service is good, the aircraft is good, the food is good, but what is the point when you're offering a product with no service? So we can build this and also train the franchisee and help them support and give them the quality factor that we understand as experts that can give a very good experience to the customers.
Sure. Anji, I'll quickly come on, the business model, and I will also start taking some of the questions from the audience.
Yeah, sure, please.
Right. So we've talked about a model of 400 square feet, which requires an investment of close to 1 crore, where the investment on the interiors is about, the stock is about 43, and another 25 lakhs we have taken towards a security deposit. Now that we're talking about an average of 33 product sales per month, we've talked about 400 to 450 per the year annually, so which comes down to about 300 products to be sold per month. I wanted to understand typically, how long will it take? Because I'm assuming the first month they will not get sales. It will take some time for them to get to that level. And also the product, both in terms of the promotion, the awareness, and also maybe go to market for you. What kind of help you will also support the franchisee in his location to reach that level of 33 as we are projecting?
Yes, Sonia ji, what I mentioned about 350 units is like, it's not about 350 units per month. It's the 350 units annually.
Yeah,
Okay,
400, which comes to about 300 products per month is what we would sell.
No, 350 units on an overall for a year is what we have calculated across.
So which
that comes up to around 10 units, 12 units, 15 units. So we have a ramp up phase. So all this added together, the maximum we have costed is like if they start in April next year, 2021, 2022 March, they'll be selling 25 units per month. So this all put together, we have we have made that it is around 350 units per year. So they are eventually started to selling, for example, they start in April, they'll be selling 10 units, May 12 units, June 15 units. So we have a small ramp up phase for this. So overall, annually, they will be selling 350 units, for which their ROI will be 55.1% of the investment.
Okay. And is there also any kind of financing model which is available in this? Because it's a lot of machinery, and I would say financing both for a franchisee and second for also the end users, which is both B2B and B2C. A lot of companies like Dyson and the kinds of them, they've started that even when they came to India, they were not doing it, but gradually they started with these financing options for their end users. Are we launching something like this to make it
we are in talks with S Bank. S Bank may also come into the picture. So we are doing the financing options. So we will update FranCorp about our plan, and we can definitely look into that.
Okay, now when we talk about a product like this, it requires a lot of demos. So, and what provision do you think a franchise outlet should have for doing these demos? And these demos might be required both at the retail level and also maybe at the corporate or the institution level. So is there a separate demo machine which is given for the workforce or the manpower to go and conduct these demos, both inside the outlet and also outside if they have to be done at homes? Is there something like that we do too?
See, what happens is we are trying to create an experience center. So, so just coming back to the previous question of this. Let me just complete this, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So it is about the financing options. So we are in talks with S Bank about the financing options, and we are coming up with various options. So we will also educate FranCorp or the franchisee with the financing options what they have. One, and second thing is that the customers can also what we are trying to discuss. It's too early for that's why I'm not trying to reveal everything. So we are also coming up with EMI options for the customers to buy the machines. Okay, which means to say that they can pay an initial deposit and pay the EMI later on. Well, it's too early for us to discuss about this, but saying this, we are almost on the verge of closing the deal, and we will keep you guys updated about it. FranCorp and the franchisees who is going to come on.
Sure.
So what happens with the next question that you asked is like the demo part of it. The security deposit, I mean, like the deposit, what we are, I mean, like not the deposit, the overall investment, what we are taking across also constitutes to the initial stock. So that is initial stock of Eco 10 units and Premium 10 units. So these units will be available for the franchisee to install one of the machines in their franchise center, where the customers can come in and have an experience center about this. Because the machine is quite, I mean, like it's not heavy. It is not advised to carry the machines to different places. Right. It is not a portable product. So it is a product which can be installed at one place where the customer, say for example, in a place where there are more HNIs. So in those kinds of places, a franchisee opens a shop. So there are a lot of people who are walk-ins who can come and experience what they really mean. And trust me, people who have experienced this do not go out without buying. I'm not saying this to sell my product, but this is the actual thing that you experience when you go across with it.
Sure. And another thing, which I'm, what typically you've talked about a 2-year kind of warranty that is given to the consumers, but a typical life of the machine, how big is that? And second, while you said, it can be used 24 hours, we talked from the electricity consumption point of view, but idle number of hours per day this machine should be used, if that can also be talked about.
That is also a very good question, I would say. So what I mean to say by 24 hours per day is that the machine is a smart machine. So you turn it on. So when there is optimum levels in the room, it shuts off the machine. As long as you are like not constantly opening the door, it's like an air conditioner. When it is inside an enclosed room, it does the maximum work. When you open the windows or like and the thing and expect the machine to work, it is not going because it's a gaseous gas that is coming in, oxygen that is coming in. So with this, what happens is when there are optimum levels, it reaches the optimum levels, it auto shuts off the outdoor machine. So this way the machine does not take too much power consumption. So we have made sure that this does not consume maximum power. First of all, the machine to operate itself takes lesser power consumption, and to run the machine all the time, we have made sure that it does not consume maximum amount of electricity, but at the same time also gives the optimum levels in the room. So that does answer your question. And the life of the product, what we don't say what is the life of the product. So we say it runs, we calculate in hours.
Right.
So our machine is capable of running 40,000 hours without any intervention at all. And we are very proud to say this because literally there is no machine in the market which can do this without drop in the purity level or intervention or heating up. So our machine has no whatsoever heat. We have made sure we have done the R&D to make sure the machine doesn't heat up. Even if you run an oxygen concentrator, which only gives you 5 LPM of oxygen, it heats up. So they ask to switch it off after 3 hours. The purity level drops. In our machine, we have done aggressive R&D. We have everything documented to say that it does not drop the purity levels and it can be run 24 hours. And the bottom line is that it does not consume like a higher amount of energy or electricity to run the machine for a longer time. We have also made sure that it cuts off when there is optimum levels, again, saving the electricity with whatever we are trying to consume. So these are the inputs that we have.
Sure. So I'll quickly see some other questions. So we have our advisor, Mr. Jaideep Naik. So what kind of maintenance cost is required for the machinery? So we're talking about sales, we're talking about service and also maintenance and spare. Is that a part of the business model? And is that also a revenue stream for a franchisee?
Absolutely. So what we see is like, see the machine, what we call as the warranty period or like the AMC. Okay, so post the AMC, what happens is there is a business where we have to change the 40,000 hours would have been done by the 18 months warranty, what we have given, and it extends further also, but we have made sure that it's only on 18 months. So post the 18 months, we are going to have an AMC contract or like what we call as an extended warranty. First thing, we need to change the parts inside. So there is a revenue model on that. I mean, like not all the parts, just a couple of parts. And we need to change the filters. The filters would have clogged. And
Right.
even within the warranty period also, for the efficient running of the machine, we would say that we would give the filter change. So that is also a revenue kind of a model that we are looking at. And what we are looking with the AMC is that we are also making sure that the franchisee earns. It's not for us, it's for the franchisee. So the 50% of the AMC revenue, what we are getting, we are sharing with the franchisee. So this is also an earning model. And another earning model, what we would strongly advise is a corporate order. Corporate orders are like, you can, whatever we say, like 350 units per year, you can make that in 6 months or 8 months time if you have a good corporate order. Or even, I mean, like if you have a bigger bulk corporate order, it is nothing like it. So 800 square feet, you have one unit. So imagine there's 10,000 square feet.
And as far as servicing is concerned, is that outsourced to a third party, or that's something which is done directly by the company? And how does it happen?
It will be done through Airbox India.
Okay. So all the locations where you have an outlet, you will also have a service center.
So what we are having a model. So let me correct. Sorry, it should be taken care by the franchisee, which we have costed in the investment also.
Okay.
So we will train them, we'll give them the technology support, and there is an in-house service guy or a technology installation guy whom we will. Arbox India is going to take care of the installation, but there is a service engineer based with the franchisee, which is costed in the financials as well.
Okay. Okay, I'll take one question from Mr. Farooq Ali. He wants to know how many indoor units can be connected with one outdoor unit, especially in flats or in, do we require any separate outdoor units for each room to have an indoor unit? Also about big places like big offices. So what he's trying to ask is, how many units can be attached to a unit, indoor unit be connected to an outdoor unit? How many units can be connected to an outdoor unit?
So as of now, we have designed it in such a way that one indoor unit controls one outdoor unit. But for a corporate solution, see what happens in this thing is there is an area to be covered. So in
Correct.
that area, we have dispensers in each point. Say like we have 6 areas to be covered in 1,000 square feet, or like 4 areas, 250 square feet each. So what happens in each area is that there is a dispenser which is dispensing oxygen. So in that particular area, for it to cater that this thing, we need an indoor unit.
Mhm.
So we have made sure that it is not like this end indoor unit is there and the other end it is not there. And what happens is there is more dispersion of oxygen everywhere, and it is not advised. So at this point of time, which we have devised one indoor unit for one outdoor unit for catering to the dispensers. But eventually, we are also developing more technology which is there on the pipeline, where we are going to have sensors in different areas, which can control the dispersion of oxygen. So this is in the corporate solution. So we are design. I mean, like we design multiple units with multiple indoors. So,
Okay.
it is really to say at this point of time we have one unit for one unit, one indoor unit for one outdoor unit. But we are still coming up with new products which can cater for a larger area. Instead of
Okay.
one indoor unit, and we'll have sensors which is actually
Correct.
sending across the signal. So for what we advise at this point of time is that for that particular area, we need one particular indoor unit to control.
And what kind of radius are we giving to a franchisee? Because we assume, this is not a product which is based on just on the footfall, but it's a destination and people would reach out. And we need to be in locations where we have this kind of audience coming in. Given all that, what kind of radius do we give to a franchisee within which he can operate? And we don't have another store coming up in the same neighborhood, cannibalizing the sale of that unit which is operating.
No, ma'am. As you mentioned, I have mentioned earlier that we are looking to around 7 to 10 stores in the north, the 6 or 7 cities which I mentioned about. So we have been very careful. Say 7 or 10 stores, including of Jaipur. This is Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, Ghaziabad, Faridabad, and Jaipur.
Mhm.
So what happens here is like we are making sure that we are not overburdening the franchisee by creating multiple stores across.
Mhm.
So as I told, our word is a promise. We will first give a particular area to that this thing, and we make sure that there is no other franchisee in that area, and we give it to the opposite area. Say for example, if it is Delhi North, so there'll be another franchisee in Delhi South. So these are the only two franchises that we're going to have. So in
Okay.
Delhi North, we are not going to have multiple franchises wherein like we dilute the business.
Correct.
So ultimately, the goal here is to franchise with the success, because initially we are catering the HMS.
Right.
Right. So when we have a necessity tomorrow, saying like it is a necessity product that every home needs this, that is when we will go to do it. But that is in years to come.
Sure. Helpful. Anji, another last question which I'll pick up, between retail customer, institutions and corporate, because corporate would obviously, and institutions like hospitals, these would always be a bigger business and also a bigger volume. So between these two, when we talk about a revenue structure of 10 crores and also maybe a product sale of say 400, 450 annually, how much of that would be contributed by retail customers or walk-in customers? And how much of that you think should ideally be contributed by bulk or corporate institutional buyers?
See, we see what happens is that's also a good question. So how we are generating the marketing leads is 50% will be done by our Box India and 50% by the franchisee
Okay.
themselves. Okay, so what happens here is like we are not letting them alone. Even we are trying to liaise with different corporate clientele base. We are also we have experience in the industry, and we are trying to bring across. So with our marketing channels, 50% of it also, or whatever business we are getting through, we are directing this to the franchisee in that particular area. For example, Delhi North May, there is a corporate company who wants to do it, and we get the lead. We want the franchisee to handle that so that he gets the bulk orders through. So
Sure.
why we are pushing for the corporate orders is that corporate orders, their ROI is very quick and the business runs
Correct.
very fast.
Right.
So this is like a self-explanatory kind of this thing. So the unit sales, what we have put on the spreadsheet for contributing to 350 units per annum is very minimal. 10 units, 15 units, they will be actually selling more units.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Correct.
so the rate of the sales revenue increases within 6 months. You don't know, many would have done the ROI, and if they have a bulk order, even within the first 3 months, they would have done the ROI.
Correct. Here also your conversion would be high. You won't have too many people walking in, but whatever people walk in, you will have a higher rate of conversions from them.
See, what happens is any new product, it's all about the marketing. Any new product, it's about how we are pitching it across to the customers. We are going to do the advertising and the marketing from our side. 50% of the leads, marketing leads, whatever we have, we're going to give locally. We are also going to educate them, and with their local knowledge and their local kind of presence and dominance, they can also reach out to different people or their ideas. So whatever new ideas we pitch across with our experience and our experienced team, we can share it across to them, saying like, this is the approach that you have. This is the person you need to contact. Say, for example, in Delhi, we came across a gym trainer who has got a corporate clientele as well as a celebrity clientele.
Mhm.
So he was able to give us a lot of business. So this is like a local connect I'm talking about. So the franchisee can think in lateral ways and convincing. See, to be really honest, when this product is there, people were not bothered about the cost. They were saying, when are you wanting to install this at our home? Because health is something what seriously people are looking into.
Absolutely. Right. And then where is the, if somebody wants to visit and see the experience center or maybe visit any of the facilities, where can they do that? And also, before we close, any last word that you have for the audience who's listening to you? And if you can also maybe share a date in the coming week where we can bring some prospective franchisees, because I understand this is a limited opportunity. We don't have too many people in the same city coming in getting the franchise offered. Even if we talk about Delhi, we might not have more than 2 or 3 partners doing it. Gurgaon might be one, Noida could be one. So even if we talk about Delhi NCR, we might not look at more than 5 or 6 partners. So we'll request, if you can share maybe a date where we understand the profile of people, locations they're coming from, and maybe, organize a meeting. And if there can be an experience center or facility which can be visited, I feel that can also be an opportunity for them to maybe experience the product.
See, what I would say is that without the experience center itself, we have started making sales since the 28th of September.
Mhm.
So what we are trying to explain to them is that they can still sell the product. I mean, like, they need to have an experience center to sell this product.
Mhm.
And we have our kind of experience center in Bangalore and Hyderabad.
Okay.
But saying this, without the experience center, we are able to sell units is because we are able to connect across, and we keep up our word and the promise that what the product does, it really does. So the experience, this is about putting across the product to the customer, where the customer understands what the product does. So
Sure.
whatever we have given across the 10 LPM and the 20 LPM catering for certain particular area, we have made sales since the September 28th. Since our launch, we have overwhelming orders. The reason why we want to go into a franchise mode is we want to focus more on the manufacturing facility. And with franchisee, our network is increasing and our sales are increasing. This is what we are focused on.
Sure. Helpful, Anandji. And so I'll request all our viewers who have joined today, if you're keen to move ahead with any further discussion on the business model or the features or the financial model, business services, anything to do with repairs, spare service availability, which I'm reading through your questions, I will request kindly reach on a hotline number, which we have put in the chat box, and we'll connect you with Mr. Anand Krishnan in the coming week. Any date, Anandji, that you want to give to our audience, or should we connect with you in the coming week? And
So what I want to say to everyone is that we have our what do you call as this product has been in review with a lot of them. Okay, so what has happened now is that we have gone on to present this product to a lot of different companies.
Mhm.
And without even us reaching out across, we have received what do you call as a very good input from countries in apart from India.
Mhm.
So what has happened is like we are doing a global launch. I believe I can send this across to you, Sonia. You can share it across to all the team.
Sure.
So what we are doing, just one moment, I'll just share the screen. Just one moment. Just a moment.
Which is it? You sharing it?
Yeah, I'm sharing it. Just one moment. It's just taking
All
time.
right.
Minute.
Sure.
Sorry, guys.
No,
One,
that's okay.
mm, oh, somehow I don't know. I'm not able to share
No
this.
problem. I think we can do
What
it
is
because
happening is that we are doing a global
So,
launch. Okay, so this global launch is for launching our product into US, UK, Europe, Canada, and then Australia. So this is happening on the 21st of December, which is the coming Monday. And this is being inaugurated by the Karnataka Chief Minister of Karnataka, B.S. Yediyurappa.
sure.
And we have a guest of honor, Dr. K. Sudhakar, Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education. He's a minister for Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education. And Sri Tejasvi Surya, Member of Parliament, BJP National President, Yuva Morcha, in presence of Sri Arun Singh Ji, is a Member of Parliament and General Secretary for BJP Karnataka in charge. So we are having this grand launch by all these people who have acknowledged our product and say that it is a futuristic product. So this is on the 21st of December. Just one moment. This is on the 21st of December in Bangalore at JW Marriott. We invite anybody who wants to be a part of it. You can always come over. We will also send you an invitation, or if you're not able to make it and you're not able to travel across, we have a live web link which we'll share to Sonia, and you can share it across and you can view the entire event. So this is a global launch where we are trying to sell this product in US, UK, Canada, Europe, Australia, and Belize.
Great. Very, very, I think that would be very helpful. And we can share that with the entire audience which has come today. And also a lot of people who might be listening on us live on the Facebook. I'll request friends reach out on our hotline number. We'll send you an invitation and the link for you to connect in the coming week. And with this, I'd like to thank you, Hananji, for coming in today. And
Yeah.
congratulations again for the wonderful presentation and the product that you innovated. We wish you all the best from Franchise India.
Thank you. We are looking forward. Thank you very much. And for the franchisees, I just want to assure is that we want to build a network with quality people where we are able to take this futuristic product to the next level. And as early birds, I would definitely say you will have the leverage of partnering up with us. And we will be in support of you in the long run, support of the technology, support of almost everything is because when you grow is when we grow.
Absolutely.
So we believe in that, and we want to keep up with our words and promises. So we want to develop a company which gives that customer service and the product which the customers are satisfied with. It is not just selling the product, it is the after sales kind of a service that we give. And with the franchisees, we would say we would support you to the maximum level where this is going to be more of an interaction with the company and the franchisee itself. As a technology person, I would stand very strongly behind every franchisee to make them understand the product or the picture sales across.
Sure. Sure. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
so
you all.
much.
Thank you all for
Thank
coming
you.
in. Thank you very much, Franco, for making this happen. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anandji. Over to you, Archana.
thank you so much, Arun sir, for joining in. Our best wishes with you. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. Dear participants who have joined us today, will definitely share the invitation so that you can join them on 22nd. Please do connect with us at our business hotline number, which is 97176 83838. That's the number where you can give your suggestions, your feedback. Please do join us at our different social handles, information on your screen. You can go to Franchise India Brands Limited Facebook page if you want to rewatch this particular webinar. We'll try to put the invitation on the same link also so that you can join on 22nd. Please do write to management team of Franchise India at their respective LinkedIn IDs, information on your screen. And tomorrow it's Sunday, and we invite you the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. That's the brand we are presenting you tomorrow. That's the finest coffee and tea brand in the world. So please do not miss this chance. This is a big opportunity for each one of us. Do join us for 195th edition tomorrow sharp 12 p.m. Thank you so much once again for joining in today.
I would like to add something here, Archana.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Is that in case anybody has any queries regarding the financials, they can always contact Francop, where we have shared the financials as to what is required. And if there are any doubt in the financials, as Sonia ma'am said, or with the technology or with the product, we can schedule a date sometime next week, post the 21st after our launch, and we can have a session to discuss about that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, ma'am, if you can see, this is the invitation. We invite each one of you for 21st of December, rather, to join them. Thank you so much once again for joining in. Have a great day ahead. Take very good care of your health. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.